Hello and welcome into your week in review for Sports Radio 810 WHB. I'm Joshua Briscoe, and believe it or not, you may not have heard every single minute of what we had on this station over the course of the week. If you want to catch up on anything you may have missed, check out the podcast. The links are down below. And as always, it's brought to you by Bob Allen Ford. We start with the football because the World Cup is up and running, and the U.S. have advanced to the knockout stage. Matt Besler talked about that with the Border Patrol and the test that the U.S. is going to have with the Netherlands on Saturday morning.
I don't believe they've been tested very, very much so far. I think they've had a relatively easy group, and so this is going to be their first real test. And, we're going to see just how talented this team is.
Usually when we talk to Matt Derrick of Chiefs Digest on The Zone, it's about pro football. We actually started with the college side on Friday as Mizzou and KU are looking less and less likely to be playing against each other in a bowl game, and Matt brought his perspective to that tension right now between the two rivals.
If I'm a Mizzou fan, and let's say I had unlimited resources, which of course I don't.
Yes, you
but
do.
Let's say I had unlimited resources. I'd love to be able to be at the Kentucky home game in basketball and go to Tampa in December.
Sure.
That's fantastic.
Be great.
Rather than have to choose whether I want to be cold and miserable in Columbia or cold and miserable in Memphis.
Of course, though, so much of the talk this week has been about the Kansas City Chiefs getting ready for the Cincinnati Bengals. Maybe a revenge game for Kansas City? Tim Grunhard joined the program to talk about this game and also what Joe Burrow's bringing from the Cincy side.
Joe Burrow, for some reason, he plays well against the Chiefs, and maybe it's because of the wide receivers that they have. Obviously they have a really good group of wide receivers, and the Chiefs really haven't got a lot of pressure on the quarterback with the Bengals too. So offensively, the Bengals do a lot of things that the Chiefs struggle with. And it'll be interesting to see with the speed that's been added, and the Chiefs went out and they drafted with the idea that they had to compete against teams like the Bengals.
From pro football to college football to international football, it's all right here on Sports Radio 810 WHB. And this has been your Week in Review brought to you by Bob Allen Ford. If you miss anything all week long, check out the podcast pages wherever you subscribe to podcasts, 810WHB.com, the 810 mobile app, or in the links down below. Thanks for listening to This Week on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
Here at Bob Allen Ford, a lot of things have grown and changed, but one thing remains the same, and that's the Bob Allen difference. We're family owned and operated, and we treat you like family. 'Tis the season to spread some holiday cheer, and we want to thank you for the best gift we've ever received, having you as our loyal customers for nearly 40 years. Thank you for adding us to your nice list. Happy holidays from our family to yours. All Fords are created equal. It's your dealer that makes the difference.